Hey everyone, it's Lisa from Lisa's Travel Adventures. I've been on the Carnival Encounter for 12 days now. It unfortunately is our last night and we do have to disembark tomorrow. I've done a room tour that is on YouTube, go check it out. But now I'm going to do our room review. So it is late at night. We do have our luggage all mostly packed up, ready to go, and housekeeping has actually turned our bed down for us, which is amazing. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to take you for a bit of a tour and go through everything with you. All right, so this is our mini suite. This is the king size bed. What I loved about this bed is the doona. It is so soft. It just, it feels like sleeping on clouds. It's really, really lovely. The pillows, I didn't mind them, but my husband hated them. They're just far too soft for him. He could have asked for some firm ones, but he did sort of put up with it. They are really, really squishy. I just put these bed cushions behind it just to give it a little bit more firmness, but they weren't too bad for me. He could have done with some firmer ones. So the bedside tables, as I mentioned in my last video, they've got the USB port. This was absolutely amazing for charging your phone while you're in bed. And then you've got, the lights here that go above the bed and also into the lounge room. So we both had a bedside table on each side, which was great. So this was the vanity. I used this every single night to do my makeup. Perfect side, had everything spread out. The light switch to above here is actually behind. So that was a little annoying because the phone was in the way, but no big drama. I didn't use the hairdryer, so I can't tell you how good it is. I did find though, when I wanted to straighten my hair, I had to sort of plug my hair straightener in across here and then sort of have the cord going along here and sitting here. I didn't use any of the drawers, but there is heaps of drawer space here. Opposite us here is the TV. We actually watched a lot of TV in bed late at night, which was amazing. And then we had the little lounge room opposite us. The couch, look, it's a little worse for wear, but it did the job. We sat here and, played some games of Uno late at night. Or even during the day, we utilise the couch. That does flip out into a sofa if, you've got more people in the room, or look, if your husband's in the doghouse. There is plenty of storage in this room, so we utilised this area, and none of the bags got in the way. Over here we had the second TV, which we did turn on. And look, sorry, it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but we had all of this organised with everything we needed, and we had all our shoes and everything down here. The lounge room does have its own air conditioning system here. We didn't mess with the temperature, we just left it as is. The balcony is through there. It's like 11 o'clock at night now, so it's a bit too dark to sort of take you out there for a tour. The only thing I could say about the balcony is that it doesn't have a cover, like a roof. So when you're sitting out there, the other decks above you can sort of see down on you, but, that's not too bad. So if we come down here into our hallway, we had, another mirror here, and then we had our closet here. So the closet is full length. I loved having the full length mirror, but just having this sort of split in the closet here when you're trying to check out your outfit sort of made it a little difficult. You sort of had to just sort of stand more to one side, but look, that's no big dramas really. There was plenty of coat hangers, and up the top is the life jackets. So in most of the normal cabins, you've got this light up here, which is the sensor light, and that turns on and off. In this cabin here, we also have this light, which goes to this light switch. So we didn't have to worry about the sensor light going on and off when we were trying to get ready. So we could actually flick a switch and that one would stay on. So then we had the bathroom through here, and your standard bathroom, you've got your sink, your toilet, and your shower. What we loved about the mini suite is the bathtub. Now, we didn't use the bathtub as a bathtub, and if you had young children, you probably could. It'd be amazing. We just loved the fact that we had this extra space going along here for, turning around, washing your hair and all of that. So we just loved having, just the bathtub bringing in that, bigger space, I guess. Look, the bathroom is a little outdated in tiles, but they're all in great condition. The grout, look, it probably could do with a little bit of freshening up, but that does not affect the use of this bathroom at all. It's been absolutely wonderful. It's got an emergency cord there, and then you've got your clothesline there. We did use that, so you pull that out and you hook it in just up here, and we hung our swimmers on them once we rinsed them off. Housekeeping on this floor was amazing. We always had our towels folded, hand towels, and it was always stocked with toilet paper and, really nice and clean. So we didn't have a problem at all with this bathroom. It was great. So if we come back down here, you can see there is the second air conditioning unit there. Again, we sort of didn't mess with this one. We just sort of left it where they were situated. So yeah, and then we come down here, and we had the fridge. So if you checked out the room tour, you'll see that when I opened this up, it wasn't cold at all. Now, it's not a refrigerator, it's a cooler. But it was just warm as. So Dan fiddled with the knob, got it working, and he was able to have his cold cans of Coke in there. We did also keep the door open at night time as well, just to let the air circulate around. So this was our mini suite for 12 days. We are packing up, getting ready to go home tomorrow. It has been a really great suite. Look, this suite is bigger than my bedroom at home. I have loved spending the last 12 days here. It is a great room. So if you're lucky enough to get this room, I hope you enjoy it as well. See ya.